Your own time.
So I'm controlling Howie.
Whenever you want. This is incredible. Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome back to my channel, MakeLab TV. In today's video, we're gonna try to find out how did Simon was able to control Howie's hand, and so much more. Because in this act, there's actually three crazy tricks, and we're gonna go through all of them. This is for magic education purpose only, and for entertainment purpose. So let's have fun. Let's see what happened. The first trick is actually incredible by itself. Look at this. There is two deck of cards in front of Howie and Simon, and then we see that the deck is actually all different.
Face down like this for you, Simon.
Yeah.
All the cards are different, or they seem different. And then we look at the other deck of cards, and all of the cards are different. He asked them to pick a card.
Whenever you want, place your finger down on one card in your own time. Perfect. And Howie, what one do you want?
This one.
Perfect.
And then boom, they both pick a card, and then it's the big reveal time.
3, show the audience. Have a look, have a look, have a look. A perfect match.
They pick the exact same card. How is this even possible? Well, let's go back and see what happened. Well, it is true that all of the cards seem different when you look at them.
These are all different, yes?
But are they all different? Well, kind of, but not really. If you see, we're going to look at Simon's deck first. All of the back of the cards with the blue that you see, the back of the cards that you see with your eyes, are all 5 of clubs. Because each card are double thick, which means that all of the back of the cards are thick. Which means that there is 2 cards holding together. If you want to know what it is, or if you want to buy this kind of magic deck of card, go on Google and type Mirage deck, or go on Google or YouTube and type Mirage deck tutorial, and you will see decks like this, and you will have the exact explanation. I can actually go right now and show you quickly what I mean. 1 second. This video right here explains it a little bit. It's not the best explanation.
Hello, welcome to
but just so you see, look at that, all of the ace of hearts are different.
Okay.
I mean,
I've just got
he has a bunch of cards, and he shows that all the cards are ace of hearts. He's just doing it the other way around.
Okay, now this is called a Mirage deck. You spread it out, and it looks like the cards are normal, but they're not. They've got rough backs.
He said they got rough back, and because of this rough back, there is actually all ace of hearts hiding under each of those cards. So it is the same principle in this trick here. Both cards, they got 5 of clubs. So all of the back of those cards are 5 of clubs, and then when you turn the deck over, because the back of those, at the back of the cards that you see here on Howie's side, they're all 5 of clubs. When you turn this deck over, then the card that is on top now, they're all 5 of clubs. So whatever, and you will notice that he's asking them to point at a card, not to pick the card, because if they actually pick and they feel that there is 2 cards kind of sticking together, they could pick the card under, and he doesn't want it to happen, that because then the trick would be ruined. That's why he asked them to only point at the card, and when they do, he's the one taking the card.
Perfect.
As you can see here, he pulls a card and they're kind of sticking. That's why there's 2 cards right here coming out, but he takes the top one because the one under is not a 5 of clubs. And then same thing with Howie.
And Howie, what one do you want?
This one.
Perfect.
And then look at this. He's gonna make sure, he's gonna lift the card up. He wants to make sure that there is no card under.
Okay.
And we're gonna go back just
Perfect.
a little bit quickly.
And if you had a connection?
This one.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna go frame by frame he's making sure, if you look at his finger, he's flicking it over just to be sure that there is no card under. So now he's sure to have the 5 of clubs. Now we are going to talk about the last trick. I want to keep the end lifting for the end as a dessert. But for the other trick, it's actually this one here.
Things here, right?
Yeah.
Now I want you to choose one of them, any one you want. Just Simon, as you can see, I have loads of things here, right?
Yeah.
Now I want you to choose one of them, any one you want. Just choose one.
And then he's picking one of them, and then he's asking Howie to think of something.
You imagine holding something inside your hand. You focus on the texture, the color, the shape of this thing. Do you imagine something inside your hand now?
Yes.
What do you imagine holding?
Cookie.
A cookie.
So we got it right. How is it even possible? He's wearing a blindfold. How did he know that Simon was holding a cookie? Well, we're gonna find out right now. Isn't this incredible? Let's listen at what the magician is saying with his words, okay? First of all, he says to Simon, I have a bunch of different things.
Connected. Simon, as you can see, I have loads of things here, right?
A load of things. Things are what? They're not different. They're all cookies. They're like, so imagine Howie in his mind, he thinks that Simon has a choice of different things. That's the first thing we have to remember. On Howie's side, his perspective, he thinks that Simon is picking a random object, if we may say. Now, how did Howie know what to say? The word cookie, where did it come from? We have to go back even further. And we have to go back at the moment that he's going to put the mask on.
Oh, please could you put this on for me?
Okay.
Okay, so here happens something very subtle. Okay, why is Howie laughing while putting the mask? Because there is something written inside the mask. And what's written? It's something like this. We cannot see it, so I cannot know for sure, but it's written something like, think of a cookie. Just simple like that. It's written inside the mask, not too big, but big enough for Howie to see before putting the mask on. And that's why he's laughing, because he's like, why do I have to think of a cookie?
Put this on for me.
Okay.
And then they actually cut the part that Howie is probably reading it, because that would be awkward. And right there, they cut it, they show the judges, and then now he just finished reading it, and then he's just processing the thought in his mind. Okay, I have to think of a cookie. That's a weird thing. And he's reading that inside of the mask, and then he's just laughing because it's like something that he has with the magician, like an inside story that he has with the magician. So this whole time, Howie has the word cookie in his mind, which will reveal at the end when he asks Howie to think of something. And then it reminds himself, oh, I have to think of a cookie. And then he reveals that it's the cookie. So that's how the second trick is done. Now, let's talk about the main trick. The one where Howie has control, Simon has control of Howie's hand.
Okay.
Now, Howie, I'm just going to touch the back of your hand. You don't mind, do you?
Not the back.
Can you feel this pressure here?
I do feel that.
Good. Howie, take a deep breath in and out. We're going to see whether you two are connected. Do you feel this pressure, Howie?
Yes.
So we have to listen at what the words that the magician is using. He asked Howie, do you feel this pressure here? So Howie is feeling a pressure, but he doesn't know where he is supposed to feel that pressure. He didn't say, do you feel the pressure on your hand? He did not say that. He just asked, do you feel the pressure? And that's where the magic actually is. Because the pressure that he feels is actually on his foot. That's why they're sitting on a table with a long cloth. because the magician is actually pressing on Howie's foot with his foot. So when he asks, do you feel this pressure?
We're going to see whether you two are connected. Do you feel this pressure, Howie?
And as he says that, he's pushing on Howie's foot. Do you feel this pressure, Howie? Yes, I feel this pressure on my foot. But he doesn't have to say yes, answer yes or no. So from then, when you find out he's actually putting pressure on Howie's foot this whole time, the trick comes super easy.
Howie.
Yes.
Good. Take a deep breath in. Now, Howie, you're doing great. When you feel this pressure come off, raise your hand slowly to a height of a wine bottle. Only when you feel this pressure come off.
Okay.
This pressure come off. So as soon as he removes his feet from Howie's feet, the pressure is off, and then he's gonna lift his hand.
Okay.
That's very simple, but very, very, very effective. And that's how he's able to do the same thing with Simon. Simon can control Howie's hand because it's the magician putting the pressure with his foot.
Amazing. It's in your hands. Point like this. Simon, whenever you want.
So the magician puts his arm like that, and he just waits for Simon to put his finger up. And then when he does, well, he's just gonna lift his foot up. And then as soon as Simon is ready, he just push back on the feet, and then Howie's hand will come back down.
This is incredible. Perfect. Thank you so much.
And that's it, guys. That's how the trick is working. 3 great, mind-blowing trick. It seems like they have a full connection, Howie and Simon. They pick the same card. They get to control each other's mind by lifting the hands together. Howie can actually read Simon's mind by thinking of a cookie. But all of this, the cookie thing is actually a great thing because it really looks like Howie is reading Simon's mind. But all of it, Simon didn't get a choice of picking something. He was forced to pick a cookie. So there had to be a way for Howie to know. And the only way I can think of is Howie read that in the mask as he was putting it on. Think of a cookie. And that's why he giggled and laughed just before it. What do you guys think? Do you have other explanation than my explanation? If you do, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. See you very soon.